Welcome to Midi Groove building tutorial. How to create a drum beat for specific music genre. I know how, and let me show you. All tutorials are made with Logic Pro. If you work with another music software, feel free to apply these techniques to your workstation. Hi everyone! In this tutorial we will make some disco beats with acoustic drums. So let's get started. I already opened the project and chose the acoustic drum kit. In the disco genre, the tempo is usually between 110 and 135 beats per minute. For my project, I have set up 128 BPM. The time signature for disco usually is 4 quarter notes per bar, and for more convenient arranging, I set up the grid for 16 notes. Let's create a MIDI region for 1 bar. For more comfortable editing, I prefer to cycle it. Open Piano Roll. Logic Pro users can increase the zoom to see the key labels with all drum kit's instrument names. In disco, the kick must be placed on every beat only. 1, 2, 3, 4. The velocity of the kick must be adjusted to maximum. Let's do it. This is the basis. You can apply it as a separate beat to intro or breakdown of your music track. I will rename this region Kick Only. Now we'll make the full beat. I already created a new region for it. As I've mentioned before, the kick is placed on beats only. I have already maximum velocity, and if you don't have it, change it. There are 3 types of snare drum articulations. Snare rim shot, the loudest one, snare center with softer attack, and snare side stick or cross stick. In this beat I will use snare rim shot, which goes to the 2nd and 4th beats. The velocity must be maximum as well. Hi-hat closed we put on every 8th note, and also with the highest velocity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To make drums sound more realistic, we need to edit the velocity of some notes. Highlight the first hi-hat note in each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And reduce the velocity by more than a half. This is a very basic beat. You can apply it to different music genres as well, such as pop, rock, funk, and many more. Let's listen to it. Something is missing. Claps! Yes, the claps will make you feel the real flavor of disco. Let's create new instrument and find some claps. Claps are going to 2nd and 4th beat of each bar. Let's play all together. I will rename the drum kit region as version 1 and the claps region as version 1 as well. Why I'm doing this? In the end of my tutorial I will show you all the versions and also drum fills in action. Okay, next version. Same steps with the kick and the snare rim shot. And here we adding also snare center as subdivisions. Beat 2, 3rd and 4th 16ths. Beat 3, 2nd and 3rd 16ths. Speaking about subdivisions, they can be 8, 8 triplets, 16ths, 16 triplets, and other smaller than quarter notes. Reducing the velocity for all the subdivisions is mandatory. This is the main thing that makes the magic for each beat you create. That's why we are highlighting all center notes and making their velocity around 70% less. Closed hi-hat we put on every 8th note again, but the last note we move to hi-hat open. Make sure the hi-hat opened is closing by hi-hat closed as a trigger, like this. Otherwise, the sustained sound of hi-hat opened will screw up your beat. Okay, we're done with this version. I will rename it as a version 2. And let's listen to it. And with the claps. I can say this beat is a modern version of disco. Next version which I want to show you will be closer to classic. Version 3. Again, the same steps with the kick and snare rim shot. Then we are adding snare center subdivision on the last 16th of the bar and reducing velocity by half. Hi-hat closed goes to beat 1 first 16th, beat 2 first, third and fourth 16th, beat 3 first 16th, and beat 4 first and third 16th. Highlight 16ths in first and third beats, and again reduce the velocity by half. Hi-hat open goes to beat 1 third 16th, beat 3 third 16th. Make sure the velocity of these two notes is increased to maximum. Okay, it's done. Let's listen. And with the claps. Alright, next one, version 4. And again, the same steps with the kick and the snare rim shot. And now we are filling in all the 16ths of hi-hat closed. Then highlight first two 16ths in each beat and reduce the velocity by more than a half. The loop is ready, let's play it. And with the claps. And the last version, version 5. Again, we are repeating the same steps with the kick and the snare rim shot. Hi-hat closed goes to each beat, and the hi-hat open goes to third 16th of each beat. Here the velocity is the maximum for all instruments. Let's listen to the loop. The rhythmic figure for the claps here will be for 2 bars. That's why let's copy our version 5 beat and claps for 2 bars. Let's open claps piano roll, and in the second bar we are adding an extra clap to the third 16th of beat 3. And here we go. This is the most common old school disco beat, and it's not over yet. To make beat more interesting, let's dress it with some drum fills. For those who don't know, drum fill is a transition between the parts of the musical composition. Sometimes it can be for the whole bar, sometimes for half of the bar, sometimes even for one beat only. Okay, let's come back to version 1 and make fill for it. I copied the version 1 and rename it as fill 1. Open it. Now we will make some modifications. Add snare rim shot to 4th 16 of beat 2, then 3rd 16 of beat 3, 3rd and 4th 16 of beat 4. Fill 1 is ready. Let's listen to it with version 1. Now we are making fill 2 for the beat version 2. We delete last open hi-hat, add snare rim shot to 3rd and 4th 16th of beat 4. Let's listen. Next one. Again, I'm making a copy of version 3 beat and renaming it. Here we delete the second open hi-hat, all notes of closed hi-hat in beat 4, and last snare center note. Instead, add snare rim shot to 3rd 16 of beat 3 and to 2nd, 3rd and 4th 16 of beat 4. Done. Let's play it. Next one, fill 4. It's gonna be separate fill. It is a full bar fill. You can use it even instead of those fills I've told you about earlier. I have created a new region for this fill and name it fill 4. The kick goes to 3rd 16 of beat 1, 1st 16 of beat 2 and 1st, 2nd and 4th 16th of beat 3. Snare rim shot goes to 1st 16 of beat 1, 3rd 16 of beat 2 and 1st, 3rd and 4th 16th of beat 4. Ready, listening. And the last fill, fill 5 for beat version 5. Our beat version 5 is for 2 bars, but we will make 1 bar beat and 1 bar fill. Let's split the region. Maybe it could be easier to make it from scratch, but it's okay. In this region we need to delete almost everything. Just leave the kick and first closed hi-hat. Snare rim shot we fill in with 6 16ths in a row, starting from the third 16th of beat 1. Then, high tom. Something new, yeah? Usually, for disco genre, I prefer not to use toms in my fills. In my opinion, the fills with snare and kick are more funky and stylish. But especially for big fans of drums, I decided to make one fill with toms. So, let's make it. High tom goes to all 16ths in beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mid tom goes to first and second 16ths of beat 4. And the low tom goes to third and fourth 16ths of beat 4. Done! Let's listen! To make the composition more expressive and bright, you can add the crash cymbal on the downbeat right after the fill, like this. I made a sequence of all our beats and fills. Let me show you them in action. This audio track is a mix of some stems of V Audio's tune called Happy New Year. Okay, let's listen all together. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.